invite you to Vertigo. How about that? Special guest in the studio, Mr. Bob Gatewood.
Hey,
yeah,
Ravenna.
I like that, Bob. So, we're in the oWOW studios with singer-songwriter, pride of Cleveland, Bob Gatewood. Is it fair to say that?
It is fair to say
Yeah.
that.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Lakewood High School, class of 79.
Hey, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Lakewood High. 79.
I know. I'm well preserved.
But does that have anything to do with where you live, Puddin Bay?
Well, yeah, I loved living in Lakewood. We had a ball there, and we used to take our band down to the flats and play. But then Fagans fell in the river, and I headed west to Puddin Bay, and I've been there ever since.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. oWOW listeners, Bob literally just got off the boat from Puddin Bay.
Do I look like I just got off the boat?
And I am so happy that you graced us with your presence, made a special trip, because when you live on an island, it's really tough to leave.
It is. It's
Yeah.
nice out there, but my lovely wife Andrea likes to get off. We have no shoe stores there. We have no drive-in movies, no shopping malls, anything like that.
I hear that, Andrea. I lived on an island for a long, long time off the coast of Massachusetts, but Bob took the trip from Puddin Bay across Lake Erie. How was it this morning?
It's a smooth ride. It's smooth. This winter is really smooth. No snow. Everybody's getting a lot of outside work done. It's great.
It has been pretty fantastic. So, Bob, you played with, what's the name of that band you played?
Calabash?
Oh, yeah, Calabash.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still with those guys at all?
We still do shows every summer. This summer we'll be playing at the Roundhouse Bar in Puddin Bay.
Oh, I know that bar.
Yeah.
That's a fun bar.
It is a fun bar. And also the world's longest bar, the Beer Barrel, will be playing there as well. And this summer, just because for funsies, we're adding the Boathouse. So we're playing 3 different bars within about a quarter mile of each other.
Let's face it, Puddin Bay is about a good time.
It is.
Because you don't want to leave the island. That's why they have all those bars, and
Yeah.
you just stumble onto your boat.
Yes.
Yeah, that's island life.
It's
yeah.
a lot of fun, and it beats, we used to travel all over the place doing work, and now I just take my golf cart as my tour bus.
Okay, so we'll get to that in a second, but I want everybody to know that you just wrote this song called Blues for Christmas.
That's true.
And there is a free download available at owownow.com. Thank you, Bob.
Yep.
Appreciate that, because a lot of musicians don't want to give anything away, but it's very magnanimous of you, and I know our listeners appreciate it. So how did you write this song? How long did it take, and how do you guys do that?
Well, for me, I'm not a typical blues player. I'm not a blues player by any stretch of the imagination. There's great guys in this town. This has a beautiful history. I mean, Robert Lockwood Jr., Colin Dussault. I mean, so many great blues artists in there. So when they hear this, they might be chuckling, because it's sports bar blues. It's Richie Cunningham singing Muddy Waters. But the form of the music, of course, went real quickly because it's a standard blues form. And the idea was just kind of a little twist. I thought of a musician that was going to try and go out and make some money on the night before Thanksgiving. That's the biggest bar night in the world all year long. And so he was going to go out and make some money, and so he made the money so that he could go buy his family a turkey dinner. But unfortunately, he got involved with the whiskey, spent all the money, and so he got in a little bit of trouble the next day in order to get his turkey for his family.
Love that. So did you ever play with Butch Armstrong or any of the blues bands here in Cleveland?
Yeah, sure. A lot of the Butch. I don't know if I've ever sat in or played with him. Great guitar player.
I know.
We had one of his buddies, Cy Sulak, of course, in the Calabash band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The Grand Master. So I played with a good
and
handful.
Colin's no slouch. I mean, these are great musicians.
Oh, sure. Colin played on. He helped me out with playing harmonica on the first Calabash record ever back in the wax disc era.
I hear that. Yeah, records. I play a little harp.
Do you?
Not well, so I won't.
You can join us on this song if you want.
I don't think so today. I thought about that. But why don't we do Blues for Christmas?
Sure,
Live on oWownow.com.
Got the blues for Christmas, but I'll be better by New Year's Day. I got the blues for Christmas, but I'll be better by New Year's Day. Well, there's said I stole a turkey on Thanksgiving Day. It was the night before Thanksgiving, and I was playing with my band. But I spent all of my money, 'cause I am a drinking man. They said they caught me stealing, and they threw me right in the can. I got the blues for Christmas, but I'll be better by New Year's Day. I got the blues for Christmas, but I'll be better by New Year's Day. Well, they said I stole a turkey on Thanksgiving Day. You see, the gig was gonna pay me enough for a Thanksgiving meal. But I drank too much. They said that they caught me stealing. Now I'm in jail for Christmas, and the blues is all I feel. Yeah. I got the blues for Christmas, but I'll be better by New Year's Day. I got the blues for Christmas, I'll be better by New Year's Day. They said I stole a turkey on Thanksgiving Day. Now I got no ham for Christmas, but I got 3 squares a day. No presents for my baby, no riding in a sleigh. I got the blues for Christmas, but I'll be better by New Year's Day. Woo! They said they caught me stealing right on Thanksgiving Day. Alright, now help me out now. I got the blues for Christmas, blues for Christmas. I got the blues for Christmas. Come on. Blues for Christmas, blues for Christmas, blues for Christmas. I got the blues for Christmas, blues for Christmas, the blues for Christmas. But I'll be better by New Year's Day.
Yeah!
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bob Gatewood, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Oh, wow, live. This is so much fun. That was fantastic.
That's fun.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're playing that like crazy, Bob. I love it. With our cache of Christmas music. So I wanted to ask you, you said you're on Puddin' Bay, and that's where you make your living in your other life,
Correct.
besides being a musician. So what is it you do there?
Well, I have a little boat rental business, little jet skis and charter business. It was about 10 years ago, and I built that house up there, and I was asking my accountant about more deductions because I had all the guitars I could possibly use. You know, I mean, 4 strings, 6 strings, 8 strings, 12. And plus I was going to start needing another building for him. So I said, look, I need some other way to lose money. And he said, well, you know, go buy yourself a business. And so I bought a little boat rental business, and I was really good at losing money right away. I mean, I had it down. Within a few weeks, let's see, we had 3 of the jet skis weren't working. One of the boats was sinking, and you know, and the kayaks were not insured. So it took a few years to wrap things up, close liability loopholes, and get some newer machines. And so now we have all these new jet skis that are real dependable. We have a bunch of boats that we rent out by the hour. And now newly credentialed Captain Bob Gatewood will take you out on the lake.
Oh,
we have a nice,
ahoy, matey!
Yes, ma'am. We have a nice big boat that we take folks out on and show them sightseeing tours and all the stuff, because there's so much beautiful things to see up there. You know, historical and of course the monument, which is
The Perry Monument.
The Perry Monument, right? And a lot of folks even here just in Cleveland might not know about that. But back when the country was first winning our independence, we beat the British one time, but then they started stealing our guys and making them slaves on their boats, and so we declared another war on them, the War of 1812. Well, there was a pivotal moment when we needed to win the Great Lakes so that we could protect our country. This is a long history lesson, huh? And
not just another musician.
Oh, well, and if we could protect the Great Lakes, then we could protect down to the Ohio River and down to the Mississippi. We could protect our whole country by means of river and so forth. So we send this 27-year-old guy, 26, 7-year-old guy out, Oliver Hazard Perry, to build a boat, builds the boat, goes out there and beats the British in an amazing story. And the federal government thought it was an important enough thing that they put the third tallest national monument on South Pass Island. So it's the St. Louis Arch is the biggest national monument, the Washington Monument is the second tallest, and the third tallest is right over there on South Pass Island at Put-in-Bay. And it's a beautiful thing. You can see almost 3 states for miles around, 2 countries. It's a beautiful place to go, and I think everybody should make a trip up there this next summer.
I have not climbed that monument. Can you have access to do that?
Well, there's an elevator, and it's against the rules to climb the steps. Now, I can tell you that let's hypothetically, if I had ever climbed the steps myself, I would tell you that it was very difficult. It's a long way to go. So
How
they
many
have
steps do you know?
300-400.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's nothing for you.
I think I can handle that.
Yeah.
For our friends around the world listening to oWOWnow.com, we are talking about Put-in-Bay, which is an island in Lake Erie.
Yeah.
And Bob Gatewood, singer-songwriter, who lives on Put-in-Bay, but is originally from Lakewood, Ohio, just a suburb here of Cleveland. So I want to give him a little context. But that was fascinating. You're a historian.
Well, I've got just enough to give a sightseeing tour.
I like that. And you do that too, I guess, huh?
Yes.
Wow, that's fantastic. So are you a marine mechanic?
Well, you just like being when you're in a band, you need to learn how to fix the band van to get it to the gig. I learned by necessity how to keep the boats running. Yeah,
I was wondering about that. Well, that sounds cool. What's your business called on the bay?
It's Put-in-Bay Watercraft Rentals.
Okay, now you hear that, everybody, and just drop Bob's name.
Yeah, please, you can. Thanks for the opportunity. You can go to pibjetski.com, and you can. We are, as far as I know, the only watercraft rental in the country. As far as I know, that you can go there. Plunk down your Visa card and reserve your time in your boat right there. Check out Key West or Lake Havasu. Nobody else has this particular functionality. So if you wanted to go there and rent yourself a boat for a particular day in June or July, you can go ahead and do that, and we'll have the boat waiting for you.
Ooh, that sounds like a very inviting invitation. All right, Bob, so reserve my boat now, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I also wanted to ask you about some new music that you're working on, and when your fans can expect it.
Well, we're making a record by a new process. Typically you will go in for a week and lay down what's called bed tracks, which is where you play with a sort of like a 5-piece band or so, and you record all 12 songs. Then you come back the next week and you add in vocals and harmonicas and Ravenna's background music and stuff like that. And but this time we're going down to Nashville. Is where I recorded with my producer Tom Bukovac. We just go down and do one song at a time and sort of finish that all the way through. So far we've got about 5 or 6 songs. And I think, though, that doesn't necessarily mean we're halfway done because you want to just keep throwing songs into that bucket until it's overflowing. And so I'm not sure we're going to be able to finish it up for this season, but if not, it'll be coming shortly after that, certainly for next season.
Okay, good. We'll expect it. And Bukovic is an important name in the.
Yes, ma'am.
Did he win a Grammy?
He's won ACM Awards, Academy of Country Music Awards, as the best guitar player in Nashville. And I'll tell you, Ravenna, that's a pretty hard thing to do. He's a real an otherworldly guitar player. He's a groove master, track maker. There's a lot of kind of different words for him. But the reason he wins an ACM award is because he doesn't tour really at all, but he just plays on the recordings, on the master sessions, exactly. So he'll play on anything from Toby Keith's Red Solo Cup to Shania's records and Taylor Swift's. He's literally one of a very small, like if you remember the Wrecking Crew from Los Angeles.
Absolutely.
He's like that Wrecking Crew. He's one of a very small group of folks that they call for all these recordings down there. So
Carol, Hal, the whole gang.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. So he does a fantastic job. And he played in Calabash many years ago before he built that great career down there. And we loved him when he was a kid, and he still loves us and makes time for us. So he brings some of the top players to bear. Joe Vitale.
I love Joe Vitale.
Sure, yeah. And
Canton, Ohio.
Oh, exactly, yeah. and Joe's added some great things to the recording. He brings such experience to and depth of knowledge. He can say, he can bring things up. For instance, Tommy did one thing where he on a song that I think I might play for you today, called "That's You." We that afternoon didn't have a drummer, and he took a snare drum, flipped it upside down, and started strumming the snares to come up with a kind of rhythm.
Pretty innovative.
Unbelievable. And I said, where did you ever get that idea? And the only part of the story I heard was that he said, well, one time I was playing with Levon Helm, and that's all I heard. That's after that I kind of faded. Because, oh, you were playing with Levon Helm, okay. I haven't had that pleasure yet.
I love Vitaly because he's an amazing drummer and guitar player. He's a multi-instrumentalist.
Oh, piano and flute, yeah. He's out on tour now with Joe Walsh, right?
I think that ended.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But how about Bob Gatewood telling us something about yourself that no one knows?
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, was that a cue?
That's your cue.
Okay. Garden, and more than something grows, the more the ground is bare when it goes. Water, sunshine, love, and rain can't make that space grow again. Round and round we go, no one knows. No one knows if time is telling the truth or how our garden will grow. Why is time not ours to control? No one knows, no one knows. So for you the time has come to head off toward your kingdom come. So unfairly now you must go. Water, sunshine, love, and rain can't make that space grow again. Round and round we go, no one knows. No one knows if time is telling the truth or how our garden will grow. Why is time not ours to control? No one knows, no one knows, no one knows. So unfair a man like you was cast down for what fate would choose. For you there's no more days in the sun. Water, sunshine, love, and rain can't make that space grow again. Round and round we go, no one knows. No one knows if time is telling the truth or how our garden will grow. Why is time not ours to control? No one knows, no one knows if time is telling the truth or how our garden
fantastic. And that's the name of that tune no one knows, and that was for Kendall in Columbus.
Kendall.
It's our favorite song, so I'm so happy to have you in the
Pleasure.
oWOW's studios, and I gotta take care of a little business here. Maybe we can come back for another song you were talking about. How about
Yes.
that? Okay.
Great.
Hang on, everybody, on oWOWnow.com. I'm going to do a little bit of Bowie and then back with Bob Gatewood for one more. Thank you, Bob. Exactly. And I'm Ravenna Miceli on oWOWnow.com. Our guest live in the studio here at the 78th Street Studios, Bob Gatewood. What do you think about this really cool building we're in?
I love it. It looks
The
great.
art galleries, they're all going to be open, I think now, because on Fridays, they're open from 11 to 4, so you can cruise around after you play this last song. And it was the song you were talking about with Tommy and Joe Vitale.
Joe isn't on this recording.
All right, I want you to get right up to that mic, brother.
All right.
All right, what's it called?
This one's called That's You, and it's available at bobgatewood.com.
Excellent.
Every cloudy day has got a little bit of sunlight shining through. That's you. And even if it rains, you always brighten up my day. It's true. That's you. Everything that grows around when the rain is pouring down, you always seem to make it all okay. You're the reason why the sun is shining in my life. You're the one that makes me smile. That's you. That's you. When we are together and it feels like sunny weather, that's you. That's you. When there's a gloomy day, you always take the clouds away. It's true. That's you. Everything I feel is so wonderful and real. You always seem to make it all okay. You're the reason why the sun is shining in my life. You're the one that makes me smile. That's you. That's you. Everything I feel is so wonderful and real. You always seem to make it all okay. 'Cause you're the reason why the sun is shining in my life. You're the one that makes me smile. That's you. You're the reason why the sun is shining in my life. You're the one that makes me smile. That's you. That's you. That's you.
that for Andrea?
It was,
That's
exactly.
a very nice uplifting song, and I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you being here
My
in the
pleasure.
oWOW Studios. Pride of Cleveland's Bob Gatewood, and I loved it. Thanks again. Have a nice trip back to
I
Cleveland
will.
Bay.
Thanks so much for inviting me. Oh, wow, rocks.
You got it. Here's Springsteen doing a little Christmas something something on oWOW. Thanks again, Bob.
My pleasure.
That was fun.